We discussed clauses previously, and now I'll introduce the join clause, which is used when you need to combine data from two or more tables. MySQL supports 4 types of joins. Inner join, where only the records that have matching values in both tables are returned. For example, we can do select orders dot order ID customer dot first name, and then orders dot status from orders. And now comes the inner join part, inner join on customer. And we want to give it the actual column that we want the join to match up on. So it will be on orders dot customer ID, and it must equal the customer dot customer ID. This way we know which column in the customer table we are referring to, because the orders dot customer ID will have that customer ID number that we're looking for. And as you can see, we prefix each column with the table we want the value to come from. We do this because tables can have overlapping column names. And if we hit the lightning bolt, as you can see, the rows show the first name of the customer instead of the customer ID by matching on the customer ID, the foreign key in the orders table. A left join returns all records from the left table and the matching records from the right table. An example is select customer first name, customer last name, and order ID customer. And now we have the part with the left join orders. And again, we want to give it the column to operate on, to match on. So it'll be customer ID equal orders customer ID. In this case, all rows from the customers table, the left table, are returned. And if no matching rows in the right table, in this case, the orders table, the values will be filled in with null. So if we hit the lightning bolt, as we can see, some customers do not have an order. A right join returns all records from the right table and matching records from the left table. So we have select orders dot order ID salesperson last name salesperson first name from orders. And here we have the right join on salesperson. And again, we have to give it the column to operate on. So we have orders dot salesperson ID equals salesperson ID. In this case, all rows from the salesperson table, the right table, are returned, and if no matching rows in the left table, in this case, the orders table, the values will be filled in with null. So if we hit the lightning bolt, we can see that we've gotten all of the salespersons, and if they don't have an order, it was filled in with null. The last join we have is a cross join, which returns all records from both tables. An example is select customer last name, customer first name. We get orders order ID. Actually, let's just return the last name. So orders.order ID. And we have from customer. And here comes the join. We have cross join orders. Now this time we don't need to give it a column to work the matching on because we're returning all rows from each one. So if we hit the lightning bolt, as you can see, we will return all rows. If they have a matching order ID, they will have more than one row. Joins are a really great tool in querying the database, so it's a good idea to understand how each type works.